Well, this is the Dr. Johnson's path, or Johnny Mon's path as we call it. It heads towards Dr. Johnson's cottage and Dr. Johnson's monument, but we call it Johnny Mon's path. And this is the story of the man in blue. And this is a true story. This actually happened. One day I was on it and I was heading from that way, that's the Denbigh side, making my way along here to that gate there, and just up around the corner there is Dr. Johnson's cottage. Yeah, like I say, I was on this path making my way, and I got to roughly, and I always have a habit whenever I go on these walks and I'm turning around and I just keep looking, you know, behind me and stuff like that. And I got to, this is roughly about halfway between that section there, or where you just make it out from them trees, you just come out into this opening which I'm on now, and I was about halfway, as you can see, between there and that gate. And as I said, I have a habit of turning around, and I was out about to this point, halfway, and I turned round, and just coming through there, out of them trees, was a man, and he was dressed in blue, hence the man in blue. He had like brownish hair, couldn't see his face much because it's quite, you know, just far away, and he had a lightish blue top and dark blue trousers, and he just came out. And as I say, I was just kind of walking like this, and I just happened to turn around and I just stopped, and he didn't look up, and I think he was looking down like that, and he was just heading, you know, out to that. So I was turned back around and carried on walking. I was making my way to the gate. Very muddy, which it usually is. And as I say, I didn't turn around then until I reached this gate, which, bear with me, just making my way as I normally do. I do this path quite regular. It's a nice walk, and I'll show you the point where I got to. If you can hear me, the river there, and I got to just a few feet. There's a gate and a stile. I got to roughly where I am now, probably about 10 feet away from the gate. And as I was making my way towards the gate, I turned round again, and the man in blue was roughly where I was when I first turned round, which is there, somewhere there. He'd come out of there, and he was roughly, as I said, he was about halfway. But this time, he was just standing there. It was just like that. He was just standing still, looking down to the ground. So I was sort of slowed down when I got to the gate, still turning round, and like I say, he wasn't moving then. He was just standing like that, looking down. So I thought, a bit strange. So anyway, went to the gate, and as you can see how quick it takes. And as I closed the gate, you can see that was literally seconds, wasn't it? As I shut the gate, as you can see, I'm on the other side of the gate. I looked up, and he'd gone. He'd vanished. Now, as you can see, the time it took me when I turned round to look at him, and then I turned back, opened the gate, it was what, 3 seconds? There's no way, there's no paths leading off from there, and there's no way he could get back into them trees in 3 seconds. So that's the man in blue. Where he'd gone to, who he was, I've absolutely no idea. But yeah, that is, believe it or not, that is true. That is a true story. By the time it took me to get through that gate, turn around, he'd vanished. But why was he standing? Just standing there, still looking at the ground. So, like I say, believe it or not, that's the story of the man in blue.